Not too long ago, I made a list of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the films and how I feel about them. This is my friend Olivia, and she thinks Captain America the First Avenger is a much better film than Age of Ultron, and we have argued about this for hours, and she doesn't seem to get my point of view on it. So please, explain yourself. How is Captain America the First Avenger better than Age of Ultron?
First of all, the plot is way better, and it's a better setup. The women aren't treated terribly. I mean, first of all, Age of Ultron killed Quicksilver. Like, that just makes it a terrible dirt movie anyway. Just for that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how you can like it more than how when we were introduced to Captain America. And I'm aware that he was like a D-lister before the Avengers happened, but he's not anymore. So
no,
like,
he's not anymore. I'll agree with that.
So I would say that First Avenger made a new A-list star.
It did.
Whereas like the Avengers just kind of like Age of Ultron ruined things.
It didn't ruin anything.
Yes.
Excuse me. It followed the plots of everyone's movies really well. It fed into it, and the theme of how everyone at one point in the movie considers themselves a monster is really awesome.
Does Wanda at any point really think she's a monster, or is she just like the weakened woman that keeps happening in the Avengers movies?
She isn't a weakened woman, though. She's one of the most powerful women in the universe.
She is! So why do I feel like when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, she's just there?
I never felt like Wanda has been considered a poor character in any of their choices. I felt like they've portrayed Wanda very well.
Okay. Then what excuse do you have for her brother? And his death?
They needed to kill someone. I don't have an excuse for
No, you
Quicksilver's
don't.
death. No, that wasn't...
No.
It could have been portrayed better. We could have, you know, not seen it coming. Pun intended. Or unintended. It just happened to work out that way.
And also, like, I understand that the destroying of cities is now a theme, and like post-traumatic stress, and especially Tony. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I just felt like I was watching a bit of just the first movie's fight scene
I
again.
know. I will agree that upon rewatching, I've watched it too many times, like 9 or 10 times, but upon the first watch, it was a little upsetting that the third act was almost a rerun of the third act of the Avengers.
Yeah, it was basically the exact same thing.
Yeah,
With
just
two more
fighting
characters.
not finding an army of robots.
Yeah.
But cooler teamwork is one of the reasons why I loved it so much. Is they felt like a team. They talked to each other like a team. They related, like they were doing like friend stuff that you wouldn't.
Buzz just being Buzz.
Yeah, bros being bros. Like trying to lift Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
And like the teamwork between Cap and Thor.
But like, what about like Natasha and what about that whole thing?
I think that was a very poorly cut scene, but the intention was not to have her think of herself as a monster because her ovaries were removed.
Well, I was just thinking of the whole romantic situation between Natasha and...
I didn't think it was poorly placed at all. Because they
You
met
are one
each
of the
other.
few people on this earth who do not...
I don't know why I'm one of the few people. Because the seeds were planted in the original Avengers.
What? Were they?
Yes, they were. She was
Like
the
when
one who
she
picked
went...
him up.
Okay.
She picked him up. They had their... She was afraid for her life because of him. When he hulked out. She was trying to like calm him down. And all that stuff. And then they are really the outcasts. She explains it when she's flirting with him.
She's just awkwardly flirting with him. Just like, oh, we need romantic subplot. Just, here you go. There it is.
Did they really need it though? I mean,
no, they didn't, exactly. No. So, how many points have you just said that you were like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yes, but we haven't...
That was poor.
But what
bad.
about... Well, the first Avenger was kind of boring. I've watched it many times now, and it's kind of boring.
Well, maybe you don't like good movies.
We're talking about great movies here. I don't hate any of these movies.
Apparently
I could still
you do.
watch them forever.
Apparently you do. You hate my favorite movie, which means you hate me.
Yes, I hate Jurassic World. We made a video on her channel where I destroy Jurassic World and rip it apart and tell her why it sucks so much.
And it doesn't.
It does.
But I suppose in your comments they should say, which is better? Age of Ultron or first Avenger?
Yeah, I guess. Well, then we'll find out who's right.
It's me.
No, it's me.